And then there's where the stockpile would go to. Here's where it would connect in. So they're not diagonally connected. We want them to be its own thing where they come through, they get their wood, and then they go on their merry way. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. So yeah, let's let them get started digging that out. BWC. Immediately we want that right there. Can be out of logs. Yep. And now, oh, let's, important thing to do. Sort by miners. Come over here and disable all of these things, except for levers. Because if there's, actually, you know what? It ended up biting me in the ass last time because they were the only ones who didn't have a job because I didn't have anything specifically designated for them to dig. And, yeah, they ended up running all around the place trying to pull this lever because they were the ones who didn't have a job at that exact moment as opposed to being the ones who were closest. So we don't want them pulling levers. It just gets to be a big mess. Okay, so we've committed that. Now let's make a stockpile for wood. Have it be all of this area. Oh, and you know what I need to do? I actually want this little bit right here dug as well. Because we want them to have a way to get all the way around this wood stockpile. Yeah. I think that makes the most sense. Okay. So now they'll go out and start collecting the wood, bringing it all here. And that's good. That's what we need them to do. And perfect. We did hit the stone on this side. Now let's go ahead and immediately set up our farming on the other side. No zombies yet. I know. We've made it a full 22 days with no zombies. Who would have guessed, mind's eye? But no, I specifically looked around on this embark, and there are no towers on this whole continent. So unless we get some zombies that know how to swim really, really well, we should be okay. We should finally be okay. That's the hope, at least. Now, let's, yeah, I like how this ends up divvying it out. So we're just going to follow that line like this. Now, what kind of soil is this? So this is just clay. Oh, that's good to have. So now we've got some sandy loam, we've got some clay. We want to make a nice big farming area. It has been 22 days since our last zombie encounter. It's actually been real world. It's been not even 5 days since our last zombie encounter. Hopefully, we can keep that number growing, though. Okay, let's see. So we want a nice big farming area with cooking and processing and stuff off to the sides. Now, what I really ended up liking, I did in a separate fortress that I did off stream, was a bunch of 4 5x5 plots. I might actually end up pulling up the picture of that again. I should have bookmarked it. But it was 4 5x5 plots. 4 5. So I just want to kind of, oops, I removed designation instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At least I think it was 5x5 plots. You know what? Just to be entirely sure I know what it is that I'm doing, I'm just gonna grab this right quick. Nope, that wasn't where it was. Dwarf is in with the host. I should really set up an alert thing for that. Thank you so much for the host, dude. I really, really appreciate it. How's it going, man? How you doing today? Alright, now let's just jump back into it. I remember basically how it works. We're gonna do then, it was another 5x5 beside that. Just to get an idea of the size of the room, we're gonna do this. So that's what you did with the farming, then you brought the seeds in the middle. There's something interesting like that. I thought it was really cool. I don't think I ended up doing it as efficiently as you're supposed to. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that doesn't work. This is 5 across, and so that just means that this could never be centered. Well, we're not going to be able to go with, you know, the pretty design in the wall that's already there. We'll just go with this. So coming in right off the side, and right off the side here. Now we only really need one off the edge of each of these. So if we come down to, you know, right here, this is technically a big enough room for all of our farming that we should need for a very long time. And then off the side of that, we can set up an area for, let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that gets space, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is going to be our 2 farmers' workshops. And in fact, we should put the doors here and here just to line up properly, because that'll look a little bit nicer. Doing great. Did evil thing. You got your cow and camel killed by weird things, but it's doing great. That's good then. You survived. You are surviving, and that's half the battle. I'm doing pretty well. You know, we've got a new embark going. We're hopefully not going to have any zombies today. That is the goal. The goal is no zombies. The overall goal for the week is no zombies. That's what we're going for. Now, the question is, can we do it? Okay, so we've got our carpentry infrastructure going. Let's immediately get the quantum bit of it set up so we don't ever have to worry about wood being out and about. So we're going to go B, Shift T? No, it is Shift C. And then track stop. Okay, yes. Haven't been doing this part of it for all that long. Okay, so there we've got our track stop. Now we set up another stockpile that is only for wood. Did I click in the right spot? Okay, so this should be a wood stockpile, and we say that it only takes from links, and then we don't give it any links. Now we go H, R, new stop, enter, remove those, set desired items to be wood. Okay. I did check for towers. Knowing and surviving. There it is. That's the whole battle. And yes, I checked for towers. There shouldn't be any towers on this whole continent. I should be safe unless we have some very, very swimming zombies. That's the hope. Okay, so this should be, yep. Now we need to go. Oh, I didn't set this up to dump when it, I knew I missed a step. So we have to remove that. Oh, and we also are going to need a mechanic. But either way, we're going to go B, Shift C, Shift S, dump, north, south, east. East is where we want it to be. Yes. Again, we're going to just make it out of logs. That's fine. Let's go ahead and set that route up again. Is this still set correctly? Let's remove the stop just to make sure we have it in the right place. So define stop, S, enter, XXX, enter, come on down and allow wood, E to enable, enter, or escape, not enter, set new stockpile link, and it will take from this stockpile. So it'll take from wood stockpile 1, dump right into wood stockpile 2. Once it all gets built and we give it a minecart. So first thing our carpenter is going to do is make a minecart. And that way we can have lots of organization right from the start, right from the get-go. No big messes. And then after he does that, we're going to have him make 7 beds. Because we're going to need 7 beds for our 7 dwarves. Did I do 8? I did do 8. Okay. Now off of this, we're going to do a kitchen. We're going to do a plant stockpile, I guess, right here. We'll do a seed stockpiles in here. A plant stockpile right here, and then the kitchen. And then a general food stockpile. Maybe? Or maybe just unprepared food and prepared food. With the kitchen in between. So let's designate that out right now. Unprepared food. Oops, we want it to be a nice big 3, 4, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we'll have it go 10 long that way to start with. Come like this. Then we just want a 5x5 for the kitchen. And that lines up perfectly with this. Nice, so we can bring this down along this way. We're going to need the trade depot in here somewhere. I think we're going to have the trade depot coming all the way in through and then going down a level. Or maybe up a level even, just up some ramps. Maybe up to like right here. Let's actually design that right now. We'll have it go off this way, then dig some up ramps. Now, how do we want to do this? If there's an up ramp right here, and then can I then mine immediately back this way? That would be nice, but I kind of doubt that wagons can actually do that. That would be like the neatest way to just get this to right here. Because that is, I think, where I want it to be, is on this floor right here is where I want my trading to happen. Then I can make a finished goods stockpile off to the side that has a stairway going down into the rest of the fortress. So that finished goods can be brought up more quickly. But assuming that the wagons are not able to do a sick 180 on the spot, let's instead have the ramps go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I know it only needs to be 3, so maybe actually, yeah, let's maybe be a little bit more constrained. So 1, 2, 3. So that means they can then come this way, because they can turn around through here. And then we can have them come right to you know, here, and have a nice 7 by 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Does that fit? It does. I haven't centered it, which means I don't know why I started it that far over in the first place, because it would be better for it to be this far over. But we can plop our 5 by 5 depot right down in the middle there. The wagons can get up. They can make it up to here, then turn. They can go through here, and they can get to the depot. Now, off to the side of this, coming off just like this, we're going to do a nice... Oops, not that far. That'll be where all of our finished goods go. And that one we're not going to make any kind of quantum stockpile, because we want to be able to see, have a nice visual of how many bins of crafts and stuff we have. Okay, and I have lined this up right, and this is kind of nice and directly centered over... Oh, it's not actually perfectly centered. Which almost makes me want to move it, just so that it is actually perfectly centered over a path in. Just for the aesthetic of it. Yep, I'm not above moving a whole thing. So then we'll just have it go like this. We'll have it do this. I'll actually just do that real quick, just to be able to set this up properly. Bam, so now it comes, oops. I didn't mean to unpause it, but they'll come up this ramp, around this corner, in through here, and this centers directly over. In fact, I even want to bring it one further so it centers directly over this, because that'll look really nice. Yep, we're doing that. I'm being super picky about this for no real reason at all, except that I really want to. Oops. Also, we need to make this a 3 entrance in. So, bam. That settles that. All right, how does that look? So then what we can do is come up here. We'll be able to have 2 nice long stairwells down that stop on different floors, but not on every floor. And it'll be like a fast route up for our finished goods. So like it'll stop next to our stone crafters, so that any crafts that are made can be brought immediately up to the finished goods stockpile. It'll stop next to our forges, so that any metal crafts that we make, or any steel metal balls, or any like steel spike balls or things like that that we want to trade off, can be traded. Now, I didn't prospect this square before I started, but I did look for both shallow and deep metals as well as flux stone. So those are kind of like the nice things to have. So at the very least, you have copper and potentially bronze if you don't actually get iron and steel. But you have the flux stone to work with if you end up trading for iron. So, all that said, let's... This is a kitchen, and we're going to want a fishery, I think, right here, potentially, because we are by a river. As crazy as it might seem, since it's, pretty desolate here right now, apparently we've embarked somewhere where it does get cold enough to freeze in winter. And we have a river right here, so I'll start them fishing, because, no reason for them not to, once everything melts. I did turn aquifers off before World Gen, because I did not feel like dealing with that on this embark. It's one of those things I'm just not quite in the mood for just yet. Now off over here is a place where it makes sense to have